one door closes and another opens. With his side rocking on 4 for 86, Andrew Symonds came in to frustrate the Pakistani attack.
Some guys are just going down. Oh, it's a 6. Well, there's power for you.
His batting upset Waka Yunis in particular.
This is over number 49. Oh, and I tell you what, they're not happy. There's an argument going on out there. Oh, and he would have been run out. He would have been run out. I think what's happened here is that Symonds has said to Waka, you better pull your head in, mate, because we can't have too many of these beamers. We had one. There we go again. That is an absolute vicious beamer right at his head. No apology. And straight away wants to end up in the debate there with Symonds. Symonds right there, eyeball to eyeball. The captain has been taken out of the attack.
And this is not a pleasant ending to the day's play.
Well, certainly it's senseless at this stage of the game, but at the same time I feel that that particular delivery wasn't short enough.
No ball called, so the over is taking some while. Now umpire Palmer and umpire Shepherd are exchanging words.
I think that has been a warning given to Palmer, given by Palmer to Akif Javed.
And again, short of a length, but nothing exceptional in that to umpire Palmer. It's the end of well, an over that was full of incident. Some of it not too pretty. Well, this is an unfortunate incident and one that undoubtedly will bring in the international referee, which is Conrad Hunt.
Oh, he's given in. Tendulkar cannot believe it. He's in shock, but he has to go. It was a half-hearted appeal, to say the least. And umpire Benson sends the Indian fans into a state of silence.
Well, I have to say, when I look at this, even just a normal motion from our commentary position, he's missed us by miles, and it's come so much off the shoulder that you can hear the ooze around the ground. In fact, the players may be calling him back here. This is umpire. I think the umpire may be actually calling him back here, much to the eruption of the crowd here at Kenrara. This is incredible. Now, this is staggering. He'd been given by Benson at the far end of the ground. Mark Benson had given the decision caught behind, off the shoulder, almost the back of the shoulder as well. And Ponting is not happy. He is having a huge crack as Ricky Ponting. And one would feel, well, he's within his rights to, because the umpire had given him. This is bizarre.
This is what happened. Hit him on the shoulder, in fact. And it was caught behind. They all went up, and the umpire gave him out. Huge appeal. Then he was called back. Ponting went over and had... he says it's a disgrace. You could hear what Ponting said. That's a disgrace. He's not happy. He was called back.
Gone for the appeal. Umpire is not convinced. The ball bounced off the pitch and then lodged at short leg. Pakistan are bemused by that decision.
Well, he's hit it into the ground. Everybody now, it's asking what they're really standing around doing. Yeah, that's a squeeze. What they're doing is they're saying, well, why don't you refer it? And they're not saying, we disagree with your decision. They're saying, hey, there's a third umpire, why don't you refer it? He doesn't have to refer it. If he's convinced that the ball was squeezed, he says not out. End of story. And there's still consternation. Now, Imzimam is going to go and have a word with Peter Parker and probably say, why don't you refer it? That's what I'm assuming. Peter Parker is probably saying, because I don't think it was out.
Just outside the line, he was playing a shot at that one. Waka, correction, Wazim thought he had him out. I thought he got outside the line, and Wazim really turning it on out there. He'd have to be just a little bit careful. Umpire, or should we say match referee Reed, is quite severe on any of this sort of behaviour. I think my first reaction, Ranjit, was that he got outside the line. It'll be interesting to see the replay.
Yes, my reaction too was that Nuan Soiza moved right across outside the off stump, and umpire BC Kurui was certainly unmoved. Let's have a look at this. Wide did pitch outside off stump, and it also hit Nuan Soi's outside off stump. In fact, a very, very good decision.
Great decision that was. Perfectly correct by umpire BC Kurui. He got himself a long way across, got outside the line. He was playing a shot. And while the ball may just have hit the stumps, the fact that he was outside the line is enough.
Yes, I think it was an excellent decision. And certainly, despite all those tantrums of Wazim Akram, one must give the umpire a great deal of credit.
The Black Caps now, they're a boundary of winning this match. Well, I think the debate and what's going on out there is how many men. There's a fielding restriction issue. So were there more than 5 out of the circle, I'd imagine? So that would be 6. They're obviously thinking 5 is the maximum. So if there's a 6th man that's outside the circle, then this penalty goes against Australia.
Well, surely it's after the fact. It's almost, you've got it. Well, there's only 3 in the circle we can see here. That technically should be a no ball.
Yeah, that's accurate. And this is the never-ending over from Brett Lee. Very costly indeed.
New Zealanders were onto it. They knew there was only 3 in. Very hard for the umpires to call this after the fact. It's just a case, it's a mistake on behalf of the umpires. That's all it can go down to. They've missed something there. It's too late now. Billy's going to change his call by the looks of it. Laying down the law. Ponti not happy. It'll be a gutsy call by Bowden, but if he makes it, he's right.
Well, I suppose the question is it a third umpire option? I mean, that's what's occurring now, is that they've stopped the game. Now we can see that there's only 3 men inside the ring. There's an error from Ricky Ponting, and that the extra man and it would have been probably fine leg, needed to come back up, and maybe that man was not concentrating. So no ball has been signalled, an extra run. So the equation easing up, or not easing up, but getting a little bit easier for the Black Caps. Ricky Ponting is livid with the whole caper.
Everybody thought it was out, except the umpire, and Mushfiqur Rahim stood his ground. Not interested, and nor was the umpire. They can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Inquiring from the umpire. Shakib is putting the umpire under a bit of pressure. He looks perplexed. Oh, no, this is no good. This is no good. You can't talk to the umpire like that. No matter how angry you get, how frustrated you get, you cannot talk to the umpire like that. Unacceptable really from Shakib. What do you think? Now look at this. This is a terrible thing. This is what you do.
They got to carry on. Have a look. Yes, quite clearly there was no bad brushing the pad, no bad brushing the ground. He says, how was that? He's almost saying,
he was almost saying, "Ma kasam out hai."
He's saying, I swear it is out, you know, that kind of thing.
Akram to Chatfield. Oh, and that's hit the helmet.
The tension increases as the game and series are in the balance.
And it's taken off. I'm sure you can hear what Mirdad is saying. And he's telling Fred Goodall that Headley was bowling bounces to Akram.
A warning, right? Why warning? I just want to know why warning. Because there is nothing in the rule. You're not allowed to bowl.
Yes, there is.
I can take him
off eventually if he continues to do it. By God, we will.
Okay, then we'll go off. Right? Then it's up to you. What you want to do, then you will see my decision.
Though that has not been treated too well by the crowd at Carisbrook, but Chatfield somehow survives, and there's some stern words again. That's a warning. That's an official warning.
Once again, could you say that?
Mirdad doesn't want to know about it. So the afternoon session finishes with more than a hint of controversy.